How's it going? It's Collegiate Matero back with another video. First one in a long time. Kind of haven't really been drinking much mate this summer, just because I'm lazy and I gotta wake up really early for work every morning, and I just don't have time to make it. And I work with kids, so it's like I can't really bring it in, or else I'll probably mess with it, you know. So, but today we're doing a review of Unmate or Unmate. I don't know, but this is a brand that weirdly I can't find anywhere online. And how I procured this was through a friend that went to Argentina. So I told her to come back with some mate, because I was like, you know, you gotta get some mate if you're in Argentina. And so she brought me back this, and I looked online for it and I couldn't find it anywhere. So it seems like it's a somewhat elusive brand, but I'm gonna try it today. It is already opened, because I opened it a while ago just to smell it. But I'm just gonna give it a quick smell again. I haven't smelled it in a couple months. I've had it for that long. Definitely smells a bit, I would say a bit more grassy than normal, but fresh, somewhat fresh. And yeah, I wouldn't say this doesn't seem like a very smoked brand. Definitely is smoked a little bit, and it's also not toasted very much, so it's pretty fresh seeming. Not as much as definitely not as much as other brands, but yeah. Now I'm just gonna take a quick look at the cut. Here's what it's looking like. Looks pretty average. Average size leaf cuttings, average size stems. Just looks like any other Argentinian mate con palo cut. Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention is that this is a somewhat familiar brand name to me and to a lot of people that drink mate, because they do have an online shop where they do sell different yerba mate supplies, with the exemption of this, which is kind of odd. Their brand of mate they don't have online anywhere, but you can go to the Unmate website or Unmate website, and you can purchase bombillas, you can purchase mates, you can purchase a variety of different things. And when I say mates, I mean like the gourds. But yeah, so it's kind of strange to me, and I haven't really been able to figure out why it is that they don't provide, or why they won't sell this online. But obviously it exists in Argentina, and this was purchased at an airport too. So it must be like a somewhat popular brand. But yeah, I don't know. If anyone knows in the comments, let me know if you know anything about this brand, or why they may not sell their loose leaf in stores, so not stores. I mean online, in online stores. Let's get it prepared. All right, she's loaded up. Let's get her sipping. Cheers. So I feel like this almost has a little bit of like a sweet, and I mean, it's not sweet in the way that sugar is sweet, but it's slightly sweet and sour, almost like a mixture of sweet and sour. And then it's also got, it's kind of astringent, not too bad, but it's definitely got like that sort of it leaves a sort of texture in your mouth that is not like that, I guess, is associated with astringency. But yeah, overall it's pretty good. It's not too different from a lot of the other, like, besides the little sweet and sour notes that I'm getting from it. It's not really too different from some of the more common brands out there, like Playadito and whatnot. it does lack some of the like woody butteriness that say like Playadito has, but and I think that aspect is kind of replaced by the sweet sour astringency that exists in this one. So yeah, overall, I think it's good. Not as good as like Playadito or Romance or some of my other favorite classic Argentine brands, but yeah, I'd say overall it's pretty good. I'll check back in after another couple cycles and say some more. Quick update: I've had about 4 bowls of or cycles of my yerba mate, and I'm liking it. Effects are pretty good, pretty solid. I feel nice and elevated from the caffeine, and I stayed up really late last night because I had to drive my sister at like 1 a.m. So well, I didn't have to. I chose to, but and I'm feeling pretty awake. I'm feeling pretty locked in. I'm not doing anything that really takes that much cognitive effort, but you know, I'm still don't feel tired. You know, I'm double booked today with plans with friends before I go to college, so I feel like I'll be, you know, not too tired during that. So the effects are pretty good, and as far as the taste, the flavor hasn't changed much since from what I last said. The flavor is, you know, still pretty strong after 4 sips, but that's not, you know, out of the ordinary. So yeah, I'm gonna check back a little later after I've had some more. Here with my good friend, just had some more, probably about 8 or 9 cycles in, and it's retaining its flavor pretty well. I had her try some, and actually it's gonna be part of an upcoming video where I showed just like all my friends like trying mate for the first. Well, a lot of my friends have already tried it, but I'm gonna try to catch people and be like, "Oh, you should try some mate," and then record it and just see like everyone's reaction, and eventually make a compilation. So more on that to come. But yeah, it's retaining its flavor very well, better than the average mate, I'd say. And I feel like I can still get another like 6 cycles out of it before, or maybe even more before I throw it out. But yeah, it's maintaining its potency pretty well, and yeah, I'll check up later after I'm done with it, and I'll give it an official rating and so on.